What's going on, guys? We are in X-Plane X-Plane 12. We haven't played since X-Plane 11, and I would say the beginning of an X-Plane 11. And quite some progress here in X-Plane 12, as you guys can see. I know there's plenty of videos out there by now for the look of X-Plane 12 in the beta. But the clouds, I think, is really what sticks out to my eyes. Obviously, the wet ground, with the wet ground and stuff like that, but still work in progress. I know they are slowly doing things, which, in my book, that's a great thing. Even though it took a couple of years here, but we're seeing those beautiful clouds in the sky. Overall, just a great look, and especially with the sun as well. I remember the sun just being very plain, just pretty much like a white dot or something like that, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we're flying the experimental plane right now. We are in Sonora, Texas. We are in the Sonora municipal. I don't know how they say that word. Municipal airport, and right now it is around 73 or showing some 73 degrees in Fahrenheit here. Pretty good. The weather does show that it is cloudy over here on over the airport, so I'm not seeing that here in the sim. Maybe it'll update over time here, but we do have the live weather, and we'll just hopefully wait for that. But the traffic is the number one thing I always used to love flying X-Plane 11 was the traffic, the on-point traffic, and that's something still that Microsoft Flight can't get. Even though this scenery, I think, is something that they somehow managed to create, but the trees as well, big plus. Definitely seeing much better foliage. It's great. Let's just go ahead and get started. Let's jump in here. I know I'm talking a lot, but I just kind of want to give my first impression. We do have the head tracker. That's something that I noticed. It is a little sluggish. I don't know if that's just how it gets the information, if it's a little bit on the slower end, or I can adjust it on one of the programs that I have there. But either way, we got the experimental van. I think it's called van something. But yeah, we're going to take off, fly around, maybe loop back around and land. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Let's go ahead and remove the brakes. Got the throttle ready. How many of you guys are ready to fly? I am. And then I think my joystick is a little wonky now because unless it's very windy, it does show there's some decent wind here at this airport, but we'll try to take off here. We'll go full throttle. Airspeed is alive. Can't try to maintain myself here. Pretty ugly. We'll rotate. Amazing. I would say big improvement from X-Plane 11. I mean, from a long time ago, yes. I wonder if these are the those clouds that somebody created at one time. I think it was X Vero. I wonder if they're using anybody's mod. just the traffic. That's something I always used to look at when I fly low to the ground. Was the vehicles kind of passing back and forth. Let's make sure we pay attention to our altitude here. We're already at 35. Holy smokes! Kind of shot up in the sky, didn't we? Look at that. That looks really good with the clouds there, and the sun kind of like shining off of that. And that I would say that looks more realistic than Microsoft Flight. Holy smokes, that looks amazing. Sheesh. Yeah, I'm not liking how my head tracker's kind of moving. I'm not a big fan of that right now. I think we got some obstacles up ahead there, if you guys can see that. I think it was like one of those little, what do you call those, radio towers, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's a radio tower, but definitely got to be careful not hitting into that. Man, so many plane accidents, guys. It's ridiculous. Definitely has to be some type of maintenance issue, but condolences to any families that have lost someone in a plane accident. That's just very sad and unfortunate. Look at that traffic. Beautiful. Now, obviously, the mesh or the ground still, you know, it looks a little bit better. I think the foliage or whatever they're working with makes it look much better than. I mean, it's similar, obviously, from X-Plane 11, but I'm not too sure because I don't remember exactly. I haven't played an X-Plane 11 in a very long time. But amazing work done here, I would say. The sky just makes a huge difference in looking around now. It's not like boring, you know, everything. Now it's just phenomenal working, phenomenal graphic design and stuff like that. It's just looks really good, the sky and everything. Now you see that line that's right there in front of me. I'm staring straight at it. There's a line in the sky. It shoots out from the cloud, from the bottom of that cloud over there, and then it goes all the way up to the sky. You probably can see it now I'm looking right at it. That line stays there. And I'm just wondering, is that the skybox? How they kind of have it like set up? How they have it, you know, connected as a 360 sphere? I don't know. Not too sure, but that definitely needs to get looked into because that is a kill for an immersion. It's not as bad as during the day, but you can still see it. But you can see more noticeable at night. But phenomenal work. I say yes. The ground and obviously we got, you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator with the ground textures and the Bing, all that good stuff. Still, this looks amazing and it makes me want to fly more with this sim. Now, obviously, a few things that I'm so used to in Microsoft Flight is doing the route. You know, you can do it on the map. You don't have to go into the plane and do it, which obviously that's in real life. That's how you do it. But it is nice. You know, that's, like I said, that's something that I used to do when I was playing X-Plane, is doing it within the PFD, I think that's what it's called. But it's still really nice. I'm quite shocked how much they improved that, especially the color of the sunset here that we're looking at. I know I'm moving my head around. I am quite shocked here. Yeah, the scenery doesn't look that, amazing, but I'm hoping they'll get there soon. I really don't want to download any orthos like I used to. I used to download a bunch of orthos for especially an area that I used to fly in. I didn't just download it for the whole, big area. If I'm going to fly at a certain location for the most part, I kind of had it there, or wherever I was going to fly. But, I'm hoping soon they'll figure something out because they're getting there. This is amazing. Now, obviously, some of the clouds still need some work. They definitely still need some work shadow-wise. Some glitching there in some of the clouds that you can see once in a while. Look at that, how the sun kind of hits the cloud there. Oh, man. Oh, man. Look at the traffic. Like I said, traffic was my main thing, man. Holy smokes. This is quite enjoyable. Maybe in another video, I'm going to do a flight within X-Plane 12. We're going to do a little flight there with the Cessna, maybe. Short little flight. Now, when I was playing X-Plane 11, I was always flying a jet airliner, which is hilarious. I don't know how I switched it up once I went to Microsoft Flight. I think I just saw how much easier it is to mess with. Once you get down, obviously the cold start and all that good stuff, it's obviously easy. But what a great and phenomenal work. I mean, I haven't played like I said, jumping in here, especially for Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 now, there's things in here that just look so much better. It's amazing. I give them props for that. The ground, we need to work on scenery. That is gonna blow this sim up, literally. I know these guys are known for the physics of the aircrafts. As I'm feeling it right now, it feels way better, much, realistic. I would think it's more realistic feel of the aircraft's movement, but they are definitely doing something great here, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. And hopefully this year they improve dramatically. So I know last time, I think the guy, I think it was Austin, right? He said that he wanted to kind of focus mostly on training, real life pilot training, but you got to look at it from the sim point of view, like people who love simming. You definitely make money like that too. Look at that traffic. I just hope whenever they upgrade the scenery or anything like that, this traffic does not go away. I love the traffic. Alright, that's what makes it kind of more immersive, especially when you're getting close to the landing and you're gonna cross that road and you see a bunch of cars just moving through. That is just phenomenal. Look at that. You can't beat that. It's amazing. Look at the shadow on the bottom of the cloud. Like you guys see, if I move, oh, maybe not. I thought it was moving when I was moving the aircraft. Let's go ahead and go back to the airport, which I definitely lost here. Okay, so it's behind me. So let's do a little quick turn here. I do have the graphics all the way up. There you go. Looks like it was sluggish just for a second there. Not too sure why it's doing that. Let's see if we can get towards the landing here. Got the airport in sight. One thing I do remember in X-Plane 11 as well is the traffic on the airplane traffic that you used to mess with that. You know, depending on how much aircraft you wanted to see moving around. I wonder if they still have that in here. I didn't check that. Being kind of low here. We'll pull one flap down. Alright, there we go. We got some poppy lights, white and red there. Let's slow it down a bit because I think we're going around 80s. Not too bad. Hopefully our landing is good here. Like I said, don't blame me, blame my joystick. Hey, yo. Is that an aircraft on the ground, guys? You see lights. Not too sure what that is. We'll find out right now as soon as we get... What the heck is that light? Or is that something like a... Oh, that's a street light. Holy cow, I'm getting too low then. That street light is literally right there. Alright, we're Gucci, we're Gucci. I don't know if I'll make this landing here, but let's see. Oh, did I just... Oh. Okay, maybe not. I did hit the ground, but that was nasty. I guess there's no sound for the hitting the runway. Strange. Nah, you can't beat this, guys. If they improve the ground scenery and all that good stuff, man, this thing would be amazing. I think I'll fly back on X-Plane, to be honest with you. It's just eye candy is my top priority, and obviously you're mostly in the skies, right? Look at that. Just look how amazing that looks. Try to fly parallel to the runway there. Yeah, so I forgot to say that whole time while I was talking, because I usually like to talk about weather. I had a few storms here in Texas. We had that tornado touchdown, and I forgot exactly. Somewhere around Killeen, Texas. Somewhere south of Killeen. Sorry, not Killeen. There was a storm brewing there, and some good rotation in that area. There was some decent shear. The mesoanalysis was showing around 6,000 joules per kilogram there. That was pretty massive there. That definitely helped it out for sure. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start descending once again. Oh, so that's the taxi and that's the landing lights right there. We're going to do a short final here. Not seeing the airport actually. And I'm descending way too quickly here. Oh, we see those lights. Amazing. I mean, sometimes it just looks like it's Microsoft Flight with those clouds. And the sky color looks phenomenal as well. Phenomenal. Start using that word more often. That's phenomenal. And I love the little towers that they got with the red lights flashing. Beautiful. I think that's like a cell phone or a radio tower, not too sure exactly. But gladly that we got out of the way for that. Oh, where is this runway? Oh, right here. Just be careful with that street lamp, because definitely that's what it was. It wasn't another aircraft, as I'm not seeing any other aircraft flying around, which I'm not too sure how they usually have that set up. For some reason, why is it so dark? Right? It gets dark, or is that a feature for like the eye adaptation for lighting? That's not liking that. Alright. Don't know if that's my TV doing it or that's the actual game. Oh man. Too low, too low. Pull up. Pull up. Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain. Alright, this time we're gonna dive. We're gonna dive deep. And this time I'm landing it. Wow, smooth. You can't even tell if I landed or not. It's not satisfying at all. Why is it doing that, guys? Seriously, no, why is it doing that? Oh. Oh, where's my brakes? Oh! My brakes, my brakes. It's okay, we're doing some landscaping in the bushes here. Making the landscape here nice for the airport runway. And you could definitely tell that it's kind of harder to be on the grass, which I like that. You need way more power to move on the terrain. Wait, is that aircraft moving? Who's this? Dude, I'm like literally off the runway here. We're in the sim, guys. Okay, if you have any complaints, call the virtual FAA. Oh, that's why. Ain't no way we had the brakes. There we go. I mean, their engines are not on, so we're gonna try to go straight down this way, but slowly. So another thing too is just the views on the outside, and I forgot to show you that when I was in the air. We'll do it in another video, but you could definitely see my tail rudder. It's a little shaky. It shakes. I think this joystick is just done for. Oh wait, what? Oh, okay, that was my mistake. Forgot to put the brakes. Keybind the brakes on my aircraft. I mean, on my joystick. Such an idiot move. Sheesh. Nah, but it looks good, guys. It looks real good. Can't complain. I don't know about those puddles though. Puddles look a little strange. They kind of have like similarities to them, but it's like I said, it's okay for now. Hopefully they don't leave it that way. It looks good like this. But now when you, you know, not much to complain about. Like I said, we're still in beta, and I'm liking it. A big plus for me, especially with the clouds and the sky. Like I said, that line needs to get fixed. Whatever. Let me see if we can catch it again on the sky. Okay, don't see it now. But it's definitely there, because I remember changing the day to night, and you could definitely see it there. But looks really good, guys. Like I said, I think I'm gonna continue to do another flight here. I might do a video of a flight from either here or Florida. You know, my Florida. Alright, guys, not much here. Like I said, definitely 10/10 for the sky textures and the color. It's improving, definitely improving. Kink out some cloud glitches there with the shadows, but overall looking amazing. The trees, like I said, the ground, it kind of gives it a better look, especially when you're low. And I can't wait. Just the traffic on the streets, man, that is my #1 favorite. Definitely love the traffic. So, and the lighting too. The lighting looks way better. I mean, they have the street lights, the street poles there. You know, not like Microsoft Flight where they have the little dot of light, and they don't actually have street lights. So that, I explain, it's just a head still, man. In some things, obviously with the scenery and the ground textures and all that stuff, the mesh. Obviously, Microsoft takes that one because they got the Bing map and stuff like that. But once these guys take it to the next level, there's no saying how far these guys will take. X-Plane definitely will be big plus. I made a mod, I think years ago, for X-Plane, and it was for the sound effects and stuff like that for the thunderstorms. I think I'm gonna check to see if I still have it, and if I find it, I will show you guys in the next video, because that's funny. I wonder if it's compatible for X-Plane 12 too. But alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We got some things to fix up in this stream. I mean the stream. Sorry, the flight, especially with the head tracker. I think that's something that needs to get a little bit more defined on the program that I got for that because it seems too sluggish. Wondering if there's an in setting that you could change for that. But thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Share this video with others if you guys enjoyed the flight. And peace.